Terrible things has occurred in Nigeria, and this has further exposed the fact that Nigeria is no giant of Africa. What happened? A tax law was voted by the Senate, approved by the Senate, sent to the president to sign, the executive branch, to enact the tax law for it to come into effect. Lord and behold, what was voted at the parliament, what was endorsed by the Senate, what was sent for deliberation to the executive arm of government, that is the government of Bola Tinubu, is not what was signed. That is the tax law that members of parliament of Nigerian Senate sat, deliberated and approved and sent to the executive is not what was signed. A lawmaker went to buy it at the Ministry of Information, official gazette, where things are stored, where the public has a right to come and buy it where it's supposed to be distributed. This lawmaker went and got the new tax law, and to his greatest shock of his life, what was signed by Tinubu to go into effect this January 2026 as a new Nigerian tax law is not what the parliament sat and voted, which means that when it went to Nigerian president Bola Tinubu, they edited it, they removed what they thought was not supposed to be there. That is, the interest of the common man was removed, and they brought in their shenanigans, their own, that was signed. And because it has been signed by the president, that was what was published officially. So this is now being deliberated in Nigerian parliament. And this act alone is supposed to be an impeachable offense. You see how corrupt African leaders are. When I see people coming to defend Nigeria as a giant of Africa, I laugh. What Nigeria, the only thing that Nigeria is giant of Africa for is corruption. Corruption at the government level. In fact, Nigeria is more corrupt than Cameroon. Nigeria is more corrupt than Cameroon. It has never happened in Cameroon that a law will be voted in parliament and it's not the law that the president signed. It has never happened. That is what you ordered versus what you got. Members of parliament ordered, or Senate ordered something else, and they got something else. Some of you think I'm joking. I'll play this video of this member of Senate actually lambasting. But do you know what the beauty about it is that some of the senior members will not buy his opinion because Bola Tinubu will simply give them money and they will not buy their opinion, they will just kill the matter. But this is enough for Nigerians to rise up. Enough for Nigerians to rise up and say enough is enough. This is bad. How will Donald Trump not insult Africa as a stardust country? How will Africa not be treated as nothing in the United States and other countries? When we have hate of state, hate people who hate their nation. Watch this member of Senate explaining the situation, what they ordered versus what they got.
Or breach of privilege has been committed, or referring the matter to the Committee of Ethics and Privileges. Still, if the matter is raised in the Committee of the Whole, the chairman shall leave the chair on the order to report progress. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm here today because my privilege has been breached as a member of this all-important House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, we passed the tax laws on this floor, and Mr. Speaker, I took my time in the last 3 days to look at the gazetted pass copy, the vote and proceedings of the House of Representatives, and also went an extra mile to look at the vote and proceedings of the Senate of what was harmonized. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, what I passed on this floor is not what is gazetted. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I have all the copies, but I'm coming under privilege because I was here, I gave my vote, and it was counted, and I'm seeing something completely different. So on that note, on this privilege, I will call on Mr. Speaker to graciously look at what was harmonized, what is in the gazetted copy, what was passed in the House and the Senate. You will find out what is before Nigerians, which is being sold to Nigerians at the Ministry of Information, which I personally went to buy the gazetted copies, are not what was passed. So there is no motion here, but Mr. Speaker, I'll be pleading that all the documents should be brought before the committee of the whole. The whole members should see what is in the gazetted, should see what they passed on the floor, so that we can make the relevant amendment. Mr. Speaker, this is the breach of the Constitution, this is the breach of our laws, and this should not be taken by this Honourable House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
Thank you, Honourable Abdul Samad. Your observation is noted and action will be taken. I assure you that. Thank you.
Congratulations. You've passed your GCE or baccalaureate, and now it's time to choose a professional university that opens real doors to your future. Let us introduce you to the African Higher Institute of Technology, a career-focused institution that not only awards internationally recognized certificates, but also guarantees direct employment opportunities upon graduation through its solid network of partner companies and institutions worldwide. This school operates in collaboration with the Cameroon Ministry of Higher Education, UBA Bank, St. Francis Xavier Institute, Canada. Located in Yaoundé, Mendong, away from the noisy town, AHIT provides the following for its students: a free brand new laptop immediately after paying a registration fee of 25,000 francs CFA, free high-speed internet access on campus, hands-on professional training, mentorship from local and international experts, offering courses like local government in accounting, finance and administration, computer engineering, artificial intelligence, biomedical sciences, economics and finance, business and management, arts and education, law and public policy, agricultural sciences. Whether you dream of becoming a software developer, civil engineer, healthcare technician, or business strategist, ICT is your direct path to success. Apply now and take the bold step toward a future of innovation, professionalism, and global opportunity.